So hi, Well the Good Noise podcast here with lmsukmedia. We're gonna ask some questions today. I'm gonna start. So what inspired you guys to start the company, and is there any meaning behind the company name? I don't know. We don't typically interview these types of things.
The name originally was Local Music Scene, LMS. And then when we started to branch out and do events and backstage at festivals and gigs, we kind of changed it to LMS UK Media. We've been running for 5 years next month.
Congrats.
And yeah, it's been a roller coaster. We've enjoyed it.
Wow, yeah, it's huge. All right. So congrats on your exciting growth. How do you guys feel about the compliments that you've gotten so far?
I'll let Ben take it.
Of course, yeah. No, it's we've just had incredible feedback from both the people we've worked with in terms of venues. For me, I work on the event side. I deal with all of our events. We have a team of promoters that also work across the UK, and I've been leading them. We've taken them on through lockdown, grown their skills, their brands, hopefully to kick off at some point when we come out of this COVID. We will see. But in terms of the compliments we received, we've had incredible feedback for all the events team. The event side, it's just been great.
It's been a difficult time because we're known for the events that we've done. COVID's hit, we haven't been able to do them. So the other half of the business is social media management for local artists, for big artists, for record labels. But what Ben's done is he's come into the team, and we've used this time really wisely. We're doing virtual events now. And selling tickets through that, adopting with the times, but also we're preparing for the boom the industry is going to have when events are allowed back.
All right. So what's your approach been during this time to stay motivated and keep on track during the pandemic?
For me, it was really important to keep a daily routine. I'll have to wake up early, do some type of exercise, fitness, just to keep my head right. Otherwise, you find yourself just losing track of the time of the day. You have to keep to a routine, otherwise you just get lost in it, really. You have too much free time.
Yeah, definitely.
What about yourselves?
This podcast.
Yeah.
Keeping you sane.
Definitely.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What about you, Josh?
I've got outside my room a massive whiteboard, so I literally plan every single day. I'm a bit kind of like OCD about it. Literally the timings, everything I want to get accomplished that day, and at the end of the day I get to rub all out all the bits I've done. So that's kind of how I've kept sane heads.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. So how's the pandemic changed how you approach work and artists?
Everything's on Zoom. The amount of Zoom calls.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it's one of the most enjoyable parts of our job, meeting people that are so passionate about music. But Ben's obviously had his whole industry has been turned upside down, like literally overnight, it's been turned upside down. So obviously we had to adapt. And for myself, I've kind of helped Beth, who's our manager on the social media side, and it's exploded. I mean, having a strong female leader there, she's expanded the growth, and we're making as much money now from social media as we did with when the events were back on. But more importantly, the money, we're influencing more people. We're influencing artists, we're working with them, and we're creating positive relationships. And the second Ben can get back to real live shows and doing some big, even socially distant shows. Really.
Oh yeah, we need them. We need them very soon. But hey, I'd rather we get rid of this corona first. That's for sure.
Yeah. Ben, how did you adapt pretty much overnight to doing the live stream shows? What obstacles did you have to overcome to put those together?
It was at first, the thing with the UK is that we've had lockdowns that are set for a certain amount of time, and I'm sure it's the same in the US. I'm just not sure. But they're set for a certain amount of time, and they set a deadline, and then it's just extended and extended and extended and extended. So we've been working to these times that we assumed things would come back, and they keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed. So it's been a more recent change to the online world, but the online world, you can access so many more people. So it's been interesting. I think it's going to be really successful, and I see that's where a lot of the world's end ends up really going is into the online sphere. For whether it's, I know we have now festivals online, you can watch all your gaming, your movies. What's going to be the point? I could see at some point in the future where everything becomes virtual. But it's going to be an interesting few months working in the online sphere, shall we say?
Yeah.
Definitely.
So what's something that you had to learn on the job in the spur of the moment that like you didn't know beforehand? Could be pandemic related, could just be business related in general.
Josh, do you want to
go? We've now got clients in Australia, Milan, Paris, US, Canada, and adapting to time zones. A lot of the work we're doing has gone from like 9 a.m. in the morning UK time to like 11 o'clock at night because we have to work around everyone else.
I would say myself, most likely just events based, crisis management. You can expect a lot of things to go right when you plan it really well, but you get there and everything starts going all over the place. So crisis management, that's the biggest skill I've taken away from what I do now. 100%.
Okay, that's fair. So this one should like super fast. Off the top of your heads, I want you guys to describe this company in 3 words.
Energetic, transparent, and passionate.
I like transparent. That's good.
I would say loyal, family, and young.
Young. Okay.
All right.
Solid.
So what's your mission statement for this company?
So our caption, if you like, is you make the music, we'll do the rest. We want artists are very passionate and very good at making their own music, producing it, getting to a sound they really want. Musicians are marketeers, they're not social media agencies, and this is where they struggle. They're also not promoters like Ben. So what we want is them to do what they're most passionate about, half the business run their social media and do the marketing, so that's what we're passionate about, and then let Ben do the events. What Ben's quite modest about is his big ambition is to kind of change the event industry. The event industry hasn't changed in the last 60, 70 years. You buy a ticket, you go to a show, they let you in and you watch it. What Ben's coming here to do is really shake that up, use technology, use immersive environments. And I always say, I don't want to be the biggest promoter in the UK or around the world. I want to be the best. I want people to come because LMS UK Media Show, and they know exactly what they're getting when and that's the best service they can possibly have.
Okay.
That's really nice.
That, yeah.
Like that. So Ben, are you working with any artists right now? Sorry. Yeah, with online like shows. Yeah. Are you doing anything right now?
Sure. Yes. So we do have a plan to bring out this online, whether it's a concert or a festival. It's going to be live streams, and we're going to be calling it Save Our Scene, so SOS. We'll be incorporating loads of acts that are going to be location based. So we'll have acts for US artists, for UK artists, and there'll be probably, I believe we're doing 2 shows a week. It's going to be very charity based. We're aiming it towards charities for both artists and venues based in the US and UK / whatever country you're actually performing from. So that's going to be the hope. It's coming together. We're still putting a few bits together, but it's coming soon. Keep an eye out.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's exciting.
So since you guys are expanding your live stream events over to the US, could you guys possibly expand your promoting for actual shows to the US as well? Is that like in the plan somewhere?
Listen, you're speaking to my heart right now. I promise you're going to have to ask Josh that question.
Look, I would love to do it. It's something that LMS UK Media, I'm sure, will accomplish over time. But we want to concentrate on becoming the best in the UK first. But there's a lot of American artists we work with, and there's a lot of clients that we currently have that I'd love to bring over to the UK and do shows with them. And that's where that transparency comes in. There's 2 sides to LMS, but they actually cross over quite a lot, and we support a lot of artists in that way.
All right. So where do you guys see the company in the next 5 years?
Great question. I hadn't seen that. In the next 5 years, I would expect LMS UK Media to be really dominating the south of England's music scene with Ben. I would like to sell out the O2 in that time frame with multiple artists from America and the UK base. And on the social media management side, I would like to be impacting around 1,000 small artists, which is a big job because we work with them day in, day out. That's not by any means small feat. That'll be a lot of staff going into that. But realistically, for myself and Ben, it's never been about the money. We don't pay ourselves from this. We have 25 to 30 members of staff or team members. I hate the word staff employee, team members who do get paid, and they fully deserve it. Myself and Ben are here to make as much positive influence on the artists and the industry as possible. And I look at it and I just think it's outdated. I think there's other industries making strides at the moment, and the music industry is being left behind, and we're the real niche that's going to stop that from happening.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So for the last couple of questions, we're actually going to shift away from your company, if you don't mind. Right. So if you were on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Boom.
Thank you, Shane.
Hey, oh no, you're testing me now. Okay.
I'm really fussy with my food, so I'd have like spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, really? That's a boring one, mate.
Your
last meal on this earth, and you're asking for spaghetti bolognese. I'm going all out. I want everything from McDonald's, KFC. Even if it's in the US, I want In-N-Out. I don't know what the best ones are. I just want to try it.
There's a budget.
Myself, I'm from Ireland originally. I was born and raised in Dublin, so I'd have a Guinness, pint of Guinness by my side as well.
Solid.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Straight away, Hogwarts.
Wait, what house are you?
I always wanted to be a wizard. I've been waiting for my letter from Hogwarts, but I'm too old now, so I guess it'll never come. One day.
One of these days.
And I'd definitely be a Gryffindor. 100%.
Gryffindor. Okay, 100%. That's fair. That's fair.
Look, I'm Ron Weasley, basically.
I'm really boring. I'd probably go for like a TV show or something like that. I'd go for like Suits. I love Suits.
How could I say? I knew it. Suits. He'd fit right in as well.
That would definitely be my kind of environment, shall we say?
For sure.
All right.
Totally. All right. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Okay. You got a specific shade?
No.
Okay. Fair.
I don't know if any of your other podcastees have been colorblind, but you've come across your first colorblind person. For me, I'd have to go for whatever color I'll go with highlighter yellow. You know highlighter?
Yeah.
My favorite color.
Yeah.
Right.
Yellow's my favorite as well. Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Lovely stuff.
So as Gloria said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
Not in particular. I mean, anyone that's listening to this, who, if you are a musician or you know musicians that want shows, or they want help with their social media, or they've had a new single that hasn't done as well as they kind of want it to, best place to come to is LMS UK Media, and we're operating internationally now. We've got a fantastic team that work with you week in, week out, and packages start from, our main package is £100 a month, £25 a week. In dollars, it's a little bit of a conversion, if you like, but it's the best service for the price, and we go for scale because of that. And we'd appreciate anyone that even just gets in contact and asks a few questions. I'm more than happy to give free advice and help out.
All right. Well, thank you for staying with us, guys. This has been LMS UK Media, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.